As always, I'm the last one in the library. This is my favorite spot. 7th floor, tucked away in a corner behind a mountain of medical textbooks. It's my own little oasis. The doctor-patient relationship is very important in this example. No, that's not right. The doctor-patient relationship is essential in this example. If I can finish this assignment in the next hour, I'll still have time to review for my pharma test before they kick me out of here. That happens most nights. I try to focus in on the task at hand, but a buzzing sound breaks through from outside. I look up, and there it is, high above the empty parking lot, a black drone, hovering with an insistent hum. And it's watching me, or at least it feels that way, like it's waiting for me to do something. Really? The drone moves closer, right to the other side of the window. I knock on the glass. Get a life, man! Go find someone else to annoy! I stare down at the drone, hoping it'll lose interest and fly off, but it doesn't budge. Instead, the camera lens zooms in on me, inching closer, as if it's trying to peel away my privacy layer by layer. A chill runs down my spine. This feels too deliberate, too invasive, like someone is testing me, seeing how long I'll sit here without snapping. I swallow hard and reach for my harmonica bottle, needing something, anything to distract me. It's a gift from Mom, something she picked up on Amazon. I take a sip, gripping the cap a little tighter than necessary, and then, completely by accident, I blow into it. A soft, trembling note escapes from the cap. I freeze. Wait, what? I stare at the bottle, then blow again. Another note, a little clearer this time. It plays music? I let out a shaky laugh, part disbelief, part nervous energy. Of course Mom would get me something bizarre without realizing it had a secret feature. And right now, oddly enough, it's exactly what I need. I take another sip, then deliberately play a slow, uneven tune. It's not perfect, but it's enough to drown out the silence pressing in around me. The drone still doesn't leave. Go home! I close the blinds and try to settle back into my work, forcing my focus onto the page. My fingers tremble just slightly as I pick up the pencil again, and for a second, the words blur in front of me. I know it's just a distraction. Some bored jerk with a drone, probably just trying to get a reaction. But no matter how many times I tell myself that, the feeling of being watched lingers, a subtle itch under my skin that I can't scratch. A few hours later, I make my way out of the library. It's nearly midnight as I cross the parking lot to my car. The fluorescent lights overhead buzz faintly, casting everything in a sickly yellow glow. I flip open my textbook again and scan the words, even though I know they're too bloodshot to absorb much. Initial trials demonstrated significant SCAT correlation. Patients' concussion severity was statistically reliable across all trials. Just as I reach for my keys, I hear it again, that buzzing, high above. I look up, and there it is, the same drone from before, hovering like it's been waiting for me all this time. Okay, this isn't funny. The only response I get is the hum of the drone, eerie and absolute. Every hair on the back of my neck prickles. The parking lot feels suddenly too big, too open, and I'm completely alone. I'm serious. This is harassment. My voice trembles, but I steady myself, clutching my textbook tightly in case I need to swat it out of the air. The drone lowers itself, hovering at eye level now. Whoever you are, please leave me alone. I have a huge test tomorrow. The drone doesn't budge. It just hangs there, with its lens fixed right on me, whirling louder, the sound drilling into my brain, rising in pitch. Okay, I asked nicely. With a deep breath, I swung my textbook and smashed the drone out of the air. It crashes to the ground in pieces, the sound echoing across the deserted lot. I wait, heart racing, expecting someone to step out of the shadows, to claim the wreckage or demand an apology. But no one comes. You're welcome! I toss my books into the car and breathe a sigh of relief. Just need to get home, read a few more chapters, and salvage what's left of this night. I buckle my seatbelt, still shaking, my hands gripping the steering wheel tight. It was just some idiot's drone. Just a prank. Nothing to worry about. But then, I hear it. That buzz. Louder than before. My pulse picks up as I glance around and spot 2 more drones emerge from the shadows, gliding toward me from the opposite ends of the lot. My stomach twists as one of them circles my car, almost like it's sizing me up. The other hovers just above my car's hood, its camera fixed on me, with a steady, unsettling gaze. Leave me alone! I throw the car into reverse, the tires screeching as I swerve out of the parking lot and into late-night traffic. My heart's pounding, fingers fumbling as I dial 911. I glance back, and of course, the drones are right on my tail, relentless.
911, what's your emergency?
Hi, I'm being followed.
Okay, ma'am. What's the address?
I'm on Grove Street. I swerve to avoid a slow-moving car.
Are you in a car, ma'am?
Yes. Another glance in the rear view, and I almost lose it. There's a 3rd drone now, catching up with the others. Now there's 3 of them!
What? Can you please describe your vehicle, ma'am?
My hands tighten on the wheel as I jerk it around a corner. Yeah, it's a white Toyota. And something really weird is happening to me.
Can you describe the vehicle following you?
No, I mean, they're not vehicles. Before I can get another word out, one of the drones slams into my windshield with a loud crack, splintering the glass. I gasp, hitting the gas pedal harder. Another one shatters against my side window. Fragments of glass rain down around me. They're hitting me!
What's hitting you?
Drones! I can barely hear the operator anymore, her words swallowed by the chaos around me. My breathing is ragged, my pulse so loud it drowns out everything else. Glass digs into my skin. Up ahead, the stoplight flashes yellow, and I know I shouldn't, but I punch it, squeezing my eyes shut as I shoot through the intersection. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! The light turns red. Horns blare from every direction as I thread my way through, somehow avoiding everything.
Ma'am, are you okay?
No! I need help! I need help right now!
Just stay on the line. We're tracking you.
I steal another glance at the rearview mirror, and my stomach drops. More drones speed after me, filling up the road. I'm so focused on them that I almost don't notice the truck stalled in my lane ahead. I yank the wheel, tires screaming against the pavement.
Ma'am, slow down.
Not an option, lady! I slam my foot down, tearing through the next intersection, only to see a solid wall of drones hovering there, waiting for me. I veer left, my tires losing traction as the car skids. The smell of burnt rubber fills the car, and I fight to keep control, knuckles white on the wheel. Okay, there are a ton of these things. Can your people please hurry?
Officers have been dispatched. Please stay calm.
My rear windshield shatters completely as a drone smashes through. It sputters in the back seat among a pile of broken glass. The wind howls in, and my hair whips across my face. Make it stop, please! At the next intersection, I spot another wall of drones hovering just ahead. I don't have time to think. I swerve right across 2 lanes, barely squeezing between a couple of honking cars. My stomach flips as the drones close in, one after the other, smashing into my car. I can't keep this up.
Ma'am, please pull over.
And then what? A drone smashes through the windshield and showers me in glass. I throw my arms up to shield my face, feeling shards cut into my skin. My foot slams the brake, and the car veers off course, crunching head-on into a light pole. For a moment, everything goes still.
Ma'am? Ma'am, are you there? Rescue is on the way. Stay with me.
I cough, tasting blood, or maybe just fear. My hands shake as I shove the car door open and stumble out into the street. My books spill out beside me, scattering across the pavement like the thoughts tumbling out of my head. Every muscle aches. I can barely breathe. But that buzzing sound, it's still there. I look up. The sky is filled with them. Drones. Hundreds of them. No, thousands. They fill the air like a swarm of angry bees. Red lights blinking. Cameras fixed on me. I can't move.
Ray Austin.
Who are you? You could have killed me with those things.
Do you know where you are?
Los Angeles, okay? What does that matter? The drones shift, giving me a clear view of the intersection. My heart drops. No, I know this place. I know it too well. The blinking crosswalk light, the cracked curb, the old billboard half burnt out. This is where it happened.
2 years ago. What did you do?
Nothing. I didn't do anything.
Don't lie.
The pressure builds in my chest. My knees buckle. I feel like I'm drowning in my own heartbeat.
Who did you hurt?
I shake my head. I try to hold it in, but it's over. I'm unraveling. I don't know his name. I was driving from the library. I was tired. I closed my eyes for a second, just 1 second. I didn't see him crossing. I hit him. I drove off. I left him there. I left him to die. I scream it, every ugly word. I sob until I can't breathe, until my knees hit the ground and I can barely see through the tears. The drones don't move. They just hover there, watching, judging. I pull out my phone and call 911.
911, what's your emergency?
I hit someone 2 years ago. I ran. I left him. I killed him. I can't live like this anymore. I need to confess. The sirens came fast. I sit on the curb, hugging my knees, watching the flashing lights reflect off the shards of my windshield.
Ma'am, we got your call. Are you hurt?
No, not really. Not physically. But get rid of the drones, please.
What drones?
I look up. The sky is empty. There's nothing there. They were here. I swear. They talked to me. She glances at her partner. I can tell what they're thinking. Maybe I am losing it. Maybe I already have. They take me in, gently, like I'm made of glass. I don't resist. At the station, I tell them everything. I don't hold anything back. They write it all down. Later, someone comes in with a file. I see the surprise on the officer's face. It turns out, the man I hit didn't die. Not even close. He was treated for a broken leg. They never caught the driver. They ask if I want to see him. I nod. He's older now, walks with a cane. He has kind eyes, the kind I don't deserve.
I remember that night. I always wondered who it was. I won't lie. I was angry for a long time, but I survived, and I moved on.
My throat tightens. I didn't. I never did.
Then maybe it's time you should. I don't want revenge. I want you to get better, live better.
I will. I promise. I'll heal people. I'll help them. For free. For the rest of my life. That's all I want. That's all I've wanted since that night.
Then start by healing yourself.
When the music kicked off and everyone started dancing, I escaped to the garden for some fresh air. As I sat down by the fountain and sighed, a soft object hit me squarely in the face. Then someone in black jumped down from the tree above me.
Brought your favorite cheeseburger.
Meredith, what are you doing here? And why would you hit me with a burger? Wait, are you dressed up like Catwoman?
Yeah, it's been my look for weeks now. 1, it shows off my fantastic figure, which is a service to humanity. 2, every vigilante hero needs a costume, and I've always found Catwoman classy. 3,
Vigilante hero? You basically rob people.
Yeah, like Robin Hood, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
You steal for yourself.
I am the poor. And what's all this you nonsense? Last time I checked, we were a team. But sis, what's taking so long with this mission?
It's not that simple.
It's pretty simple. You make this rich dude fall for you, get access to his vault, steal the painting, and we run off to Bora Bora. Are you having trouble making him fall for you? Maybe he hates your eyebrows. I don't know, but I feel like punching you in the face every time I see your eyebrows, which is basically every time I see your face.
Shut up, Em. Everything's going fine.
Okay, but hurry up. This catsuit is giving me a butt rash, even though I use baby powder under it. I want to put it away soon and retire on a beach in a bikini. Aren't you looking forward to it?
Just take the stupid suit off. You're a con artist, not a cat burglar. And of course, I'm looking forward to it. You should go before you blow my cover. And thanks for the burger.
It's not a gift. Duh. You're gonna pay me back. I've noted it in my diary. See ya.
I couldn't help laughing as I saw her clumsily climb the wall, then fall over to the other side. But as I turned away, I felt troubled. The problem wasn't about making this rich guy I had to rob fall for me. He already had. The problem was, I'd fallen for him too. Let's start from the start, okay? Hi, I'm Claire, originally from Connecticut. And yes, you might have heard some fun words being used for me. Deceitful witch, manipulative liar, and con artist might come up, none of which is an exaggeration. But people change, okay? Before I tell you my crazy story, please like and subscribe. My mother was born into what she always called old money, which basically means her family had been rich for a long time and their wealth was passed down generations. Unfortunately, it skipped our generation. Apparently, my dad was extremely charming and swept Mom off her feet when she was just 20. She married him against her parents' wishes and they cut her off from their wealth. Then, 2 years later, Mom gave birth to twins, Dad met another woman, and he abandoned us. At least he left us the house in a nice neighborhood, but my grandparents refused to help Mom out and said she had to live with her decisions. Mom, how are you feeling now?
Like my organs are shutting down one by one.
So, same as this morning then? Here's some chicken soup.
There's no chicken in it.
Well, you asked for chicken soup when there was no chickens in the fridge, so I guess we all have to use our imaginations, don't we?
Oh, the soup at my parents' house always had chunks of chicken and big fat prawns. What has life come to now? I was raised as a creature of luxury. I'm like that fairy tale princess who couldn't sleep because of a single pea under her mattress.
So you say, but there's a bunch of sharp pebbles under your mattress and you sleep like a log and snore like a bear.
What? How could you put pebbles? I do not snore. Leave me to decompose, please.
Well, you have to return to your waitressing job, so get well soon, Mom.
Shall not.
I loved Mom, but she was basically a spoiled, selfish child who just couldn't adapt to her changing fortunes and start acting like a freaking parent. My sister Meredith and I were twins, but we looked nothing alike. With her soft blonde hair and big baby blues, she looked like the kind of sweet soul who saved kittens from trees, helped old people across the road, and sang to birds. She didn't look like she had an ounce of evil in her, which wasn't true, like at all. But we'll come back to that later. From an early age, it was clear to me and Meredith that we had to be resourceful for money. I started doing odd jobs for our rich neighbors in the 8th grade, like raking their gardens, walking their dogs, and babysitting their kids. But Meredith was always finding more creative ways, like taking stupid boys in her class on paid exclusive tours to an alien site she'd discovered in the nearby forest. I'd seen her digging up the crater where the spaceship had landed, or selling youth water to high school girls, claiming she'd traveled far to the Fountain of Youth over summer break and had a limited supply. They actually thought she was telling the truth because it tasted different. Yeah, that's because she was filling up bottles from the neighbor's gross jacuzzi. People eventually caught on and stopped buying from her, and that's when she started stealing from me. But whenever I'd confront her, she'd throw a tantrum and deny it like I'd accused her of killing someone. So the next time, I hid money in my diary and made my latest entry. Dear Diary, guess what? What? When Mom took Meredith to the hospital for her sore throat the other day, the doctors made a shocking discovery. Meredith has a rare, incurable disease. She only has a few more months with us. We've decided not to tell her so she isn't scared and lives the rest of her short life in peace. Yes, I'm sad, but not that much because my baby sister is going to a better place and leaving me all her stuff. I knew my trick had worked when Meredith came down one morning with swollen eyes. When Mom asked her what was wrong, she burst into tears about her incurable disease.
Where would you get an idea like that?
Yes, Meredith, please tell Mom where you got this idea from.
You wrote it in your... Wait, you chubby witch! You made me believe I was dying!
Meredith lunged at me and we went rolling all over the kitchen floor. But she ended up getting grounded for a month for stealing and invading my privacy. I soon started missing her at dinner time though. So late one night, I snuck into her room with ice cream to find her playing darts with my face as the target. I'm sorry you're stuck here, but you did steal from me. I know we don't have a lot right now, but we'll work hard and make money in the future.
But the future is in the future. What do I do now when I need money for mascara and gummy bears?
Maybe we can think of some business idea.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
She pulled out a box from under her bed full of t-shirts.
So you know my friend George, the next door gardener's nephew? Apparently he volunteers at a mental institution every weekend. The owners got t-shirts made from all the patients, but they refuse to wear them, blah, blah. So now the mental place has hundreds of these lying in storage. George said he can score them for me, and we could have our own t-shirt range with cute things written on them. Look, here's one I made for myself.
I want to go to Bora Bora, but I'm Bora Bora. Please help me. Funny.
I'm very serious, actually. I'm gonna live in Bora Bora one day. So, are we selling these t-shirts?
I'm in.
I also made one for you. That'll be $10, thanks.
Money can't buy happiness, but poverty can't buy anything. Please help me. You should pay me for wearing this. Meredith didn't have the best reputation in our neighborhood or school to sell things, so we decided to hit the other end of town and set up a t-shirt stall outside a private school. With my salesmanship and Meredith's flirting, we managed to sell quite a few on the first day. We started setting up shop at different locations, and one day as we were heading home, Meredith suddenly said she had to pee really badly. So we walked up to the closest house to ask if they'd let us use the bathroom. We rang the bell, but no one seemed to be home. I was peeking in through the window when suddenly I turned around to see Meredith already crawling halfway through one. Are you crazy? That's breaking and entering!
I'll kick in your face so hard that you'll need plastic surgery, which we don't have money for. If you don't want to be ugly for the rest of your life, let me pee.
I let her go and was standing guard at the door when, to my horror, a car suddenly pulled into the driveway and a snooty woman stepped out.
Hey, you girl. What are you doing lurking around my house? Were you thinking of breaking in?
What? No, of course not. I'm a Girl Scout selling cookies. Yeah, I study in the, Aston Bridge School for Girls.
Oh, I see. It's a lovely school. I know many people whose children go there. Sorry for my mistake. I'll be happy to buy some cookies from you. Put me down for 20 boxes.
Sure. It's, $5 a box, so that'll be $100. I'm putting your name down on my list, and I'll drop them by tomorrow.
That's perfect, sweetie. Here's the money. I'll see you soon.
Just then, I saw Meredith slip out the window, and as soon as the lady went in, we ran like crazy down the block and then collapsed on some grass.
Look, I took some pastries from her kitchen. Perfect for a spontaneous picnic.
That's stealing!
Oh, you're one to talk. I heard the whole cookie conversation from inside. You took that lady's money and you're never gonna give her any cookies.
I was just trying to distract her before she caught your butt. I didn't think she'd be dumb enough to actually give me the money. I can return it.
Look, she didn't do it out of the goodness of her heart. She's a rich snob who was being really rude till she thought you were someone rich too. You didn't force her to give you money at gunpoint. Oh, Claire, this has just given me the best idea.
You're not serious.
Yes, I am. Dumb people deserve to be tricked. And what does $100 mean to someone who has a gold toilet seat?
I knew it was wrong, but it was also so easy. And before I knew it, Meredith and I were wearing private school uniforms and hitting different neighborhoods collecting money for Girl Scout cookies that we had no intention to deliver. We made $2,000 in a month. But one day, when we went up to a rich old lady's house, she invited us in and even offered us cake as we signed her up. How many boxes will that be, ma'am?
Oh, none, thank you. You see, I don't buy imaginary cookies.
What?
I'd heard that there were 2 conning Girl Scouts in town, and I was ready for you. I've called the police, and you two will end up in a detention center.
Just then, there was a loud bang and the power went out. In the confusion, Meredith kicked the old lady and yelled, "Run!" As we were sprinting down the street, I suddenly noticed a nerdy-looking boy my age running beside us too, grinning and waving at us. Hey, hold on. Who are you?
I'm your new neighbor, Freddy. I'm the one who saved you from that old crow.
What? I'm so confused right now.
New neighbor? You moved into the house next to ours? Why are you here?
I was bored and saw you girls leaving your house, so I followed you for fun. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone about your little cookie secret. When I heard that old lady threatening you, I went to the main circuit board and pulled out a wire with my tweezer, which I always keep handy.
You could have been electrocuted. You're either incredibly smart or exceptionally dumb.
My mom says the exact same thing, except for the incredibly smart part.
Listen, you geek, what do you want? If you think you're gonna get a cut of our profits.
No, my parents are well off. They're neurosurgeons. I just want to be friends. I swear, I don't have any siblings and I don't know anyone here.
What if we say no?
I'll keep following you around until you say yes?
Okay, fine. Congratulations. You got yourself 2 friends.
Oh, I'm so happy! Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!
And from that day on, that goof really did become our best friend, especially mine. He was like the sibling I never had. I mean, the nice sibling who did my nails and watched the channel I wanted to watch on TV without arguing. He was also really generous. I didn't want to take advantage of it, but Meredith and Mom had no problem keeping all the gifts he was always getting us. We decided to lay low with our conning activities in case the old lady had actually told the police about us. But soon after we joined the 11th grade, a new drama unfolded in our lives. A family moved into the huge white house across the street. Apparently, the couple who'd bought the place was loaded, and they had 5 teenage boys.
Finally, some eligible bachelors on our street.
Thanks. My feelings aren't hurt at all.
Oh, I'm sorry I left you out, sweetie. Maybe you'll find someone too. I mean, they have 5 boys. There's a good chance one of them is gay.
What? Why would you think?
Okay, girls, here's a basket of goodies for you to take over as a welcome present. Now go, throw yourselves at those boys.
Meredith and I rolled our eyes, but we decided there wasn't any harm in checking them out, and we were welcomed by the ugliest quadruplets ever. They were really sweet and really excited to see us, but with their orange hair, acne, and buck teeth, they were not a pretty sight.
Man, I feel sorry for those parents. Like, you know, Mom got one average-looking kid, but God made it up by giving her me. But those parents, oof, God decided to use copy-paste on that ugly model. They must have done something terrible to deserve this.
You are so rude.
Oh, shut up. I know you're thinking the same. I just have the guts to say it out loud.
But then a day later, I'd just woken up when the bell rang, and I opened the door to find the most gorgeous boy ever standing outside.
Hello, I'm Eric. We got some of your mail. I came to return it.
I just stared at him, dumbstruck, feeling acutely aware of how terrible I looked. Just then, Meredith pushed me out of the way.
Hey, thanks. You're such a lifesaver. Haven't seen you around before.
I just moved into the house across the street.
The big white one with the quadruplets?
Yeah, they're my brothers.
What? No, they can't be related to you. They're very unattractive.
Meredith, can't you ever sugarcoat anything?
I am sugarcoating. Did I call them ugly ogres?
I am so sorry.
It's okay. People have this reaction often. I'll see you girls around.
He flashed his beautiful smile at us and then left.
Wow, Eric stole his brother's luck, the schoolboy's luck, the neighborhood boy's luck, and his mother's and his father's luck, and the whole town's.
I agree. He's beautiful. I hope he's smart and funny and kind too. I'm sure he is. I never believed in love at first sight till I met Eric. Okay, maybe love is an exaggeration, but I was crushing on him hard. Freddie, how does this purple dress look on me?
Claire, what the? You can't just come in without knocking? What if I wasn't wearing a towel?
Well, you are, so unclench your butt. Now, what do you think about the dress?
Hey, Freddie, I want your opinion on this red dress. Oh, hi, Claire. I didn't know you were here.
Have some respect for my privacy.
What are you talking about? Actually, I don't care. Now tell me, I look hot, right? Of course I look hot. I could wear a potato sack and I'd look hot. I can do hot in my sleep.
What's the dress for?
The party at Eric's place? What, did you think you're the only one who got invited?
The red's a bit much for a casual housewarming party, no?
Yeah, you're right. It's more of a second date dress. Thanks, I'll look for something else. And your dress looks lovely.
I am not your sister, and you can't treat me like this. I am a man.
Okay, thanks for the news flash. Come on, Claire, let's go before Freddy has a heart attack.
The party was coming up soon, but I knew there would be many guests, and I wouldn't really get a chance to talk to Eric then. So I decided to drop by to borrow some sugar one evening. But my heart sank when I spotted Meredith and Eric in the kitchen, and they were kissing. I couldn't believe that witch. It was so obvious I was crushing on Eric, wasn't it?
Can you give me some mashed potatoes, Claire?
I lifted a spoonful and threw it straight at her face.
Claire, what the heck?
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't want them on your face? You should have been clearer then.
You got a problem with me?
What a genius. Since you're so smart, I'm sure you already knew I liked Eric, but you went after him anyway. Yeah, I saw you two kissing.
Oh my god, what? You like Eric? I had no idea. You should have been clearer too.
Cut it out, okay? You knew.
Did not.
Okay, so now that you know, will you stop seeing him?
No, duh.
Are you really into him?
Not really. I barely know him, but he's cute and rich and he likes me. You did see that he was kissing me back, right?
I flung another dollop of mashed potato straight in her eye and stormed off. Fine, that jerk could have Eric. I wasn't even gonna go to the party now. But on the night of the party, when I heard music floating from across the street, I couldn't help myself. Eric had just known Meredith for 2 days. This battle wasn't over yet. I knew I looked smoking hot as I marched up to Eric and Meredith in her stupid red dress. She looked furious to see me before she turned sickly sweet.
Oh, hi. I thought you were unwell and not coming, honey. How are you doing now, honey?
I'm good, honey. How are you, honey?
I'm great, honey. Do you like my honey, honey?
What honey? Honey?
The honey, honey.
I see no honey. Honey?
What's happening here?
Don't worry about it. Let's go get some honey, honey.
We don't have any honey, Meredith.
Honey! You ruined it. You should have ended the sentence with honey.
Don't mind her, Eric. You already know she's rude, and she has a vile temper. She once tried stealing money from an old lady and kicked her hard when she resisted.
Oh, so that's how it's gonna be, huh? Eric, did you know that Claire is so dumb? I told her when we were kids that if she ate bluebells, her eyes would turn blue like mine. She ate a bunch and then pooped her pants in school.
Didn't Meredith tell you she used to fart in the neighbor's jacuzzi just because they said they liked me more than her? It went on for a month.
Oh, how about the time you dropped Mom's toothbrush in the toilet and just put it right back? Imagine someone being so awful to their own mother.
Meredith has a boyfriend who works in a mental institution, and he steals the patient's clothes from there for her. Imagine doing that to sick people.
Claire keeps acting like she doesn't know her best friend is in love with her, and she keeps using him for his money.
What? Are you talking about Fred? I've never used him, and he's not in love with me.
Oh, please. A blind person can see Freddy's been in love with you since day one.
Shut up!
You shut up!
How about you shut the heck up?
Not till you shut up first!
I pushed Meredith out of my way, but I ended up pushing a little too hard and she crashed straight into the punch bowl. She got up and charged me, and we landed straight on the food table. As Eric was trying to pull us apart, Freddy suddenly ran in.
Claire, Meredith, stop! Your mom, she isn't okay. You gotta come now.
We ran outside to see Mom unconscious and being wheeled into an ambulance. Since Freddy's dad was a neurosurgeon, he took Mom's case and ran tests for weeks to discover that she had some inflammation in her brain for unknown reasons, which had sent her into a coma. Freddy's dad decided to enter her name in a clinical trial for rare brain diseases since she met all the criteria. But what's it gonna cost us?
We take one pro bono case for the trial, but there will still be other hospital expenses. And you girls will have to figure out something soon. Do you have any relatives?
We had to contact our grandparents, but to our surprise, Mom didn't even have their numbers saved in her phone. All we had was a framed picture with their names signed at the back. Freddy offered to hire a private investigator, and within a week, he said they'd been found and were flying over to see us. But I couldn't help noticing as they got out of the cab that they didn't look rich at all.
Those paupers are our grandparents?
They're definitely the people from the picture.
Why do Grandma's shoes look like something out of a museum? And Grandpa's coat is missing 3 buttons.
The old lady hobbled towards us and hugged us tight.
Oh, girls, it's so good to see you. We had no idea we had granddaughters till yesterday.
You look nothing like our son, though.
Your son? No, we're your daughter's kids.
Oh, honey, we don't have a daughter. The private investigator who tracked us down did say our daughter was looking for us, but we just assumed that was our son who ran away from home 18 years ago. He was always saying he'd change into a woman one day.
What? Our mom used to be a man?
No, this is crazy. Look at this picture. Does this woman look anything like your son?
Our son is ugly, and I remember this woman. Alfred, you remember this beautiful lady came to stay at our motel many years ago? She disappeared suddenly one night, and the next day some mafia men turned up looking for her.
Ah, yes. Those men kept turning up for weeks. They seemed like bad news. I'm happy to hear the lady is okay.
So, you're not her parents? Then why does she have this picture of you guys?
She took it from the motel. I don't know why. I'm so tired, dear. Can I rest for a little while?
No, if you're not our rich grandparents, you gotta go. Taxi!
Meredith sent them packing immediately, and we just stood staring at each other.
When was Mom in a motel? And why were there bad men after her?
She told us all our lives these random people are our grandparents. What else has she been lying about? Apparently, a lot of things. When we checked out if she had any health insurance, she couldn't be found in the system. I went to the diner where she'd been working for years to see if the manager could help, only to find out that no one there had ever seen her. We had no clue where she'd been going all this time while she was pretending to work, or where she got her salary from. Meredith and I tore up Mom's room looking for more clues. We didn't find anything in the closets or under the bed, but I pulled the rug away and came across a loose floorboard. We pried it open to find a laptop and so many fake IDs and passports, all belonging to Mom. Oh my God.
Mom? As a French redhead?
Her hair is black here, and she's Swedish. We opened the laptop, but we couldn't get past the security code. We asked Freddie to come over and told him everything. And when he went over the laptop, he let out a low whistle.
Whoa, this is heavy encryption and insane firewalls. Is your mom from the CIA or something? Have you ever seen her using this laptop?
Yeah, I have once, but she told me she borrowed it from a friend to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Who is this woman?
We really had no idea, except that her hair dye started fading soon, and we discovered she was a natural blonde. We still desperately needed the money and contemplated selling the house, but we couldn't even find any documents for it. For the first time in my life, I felt overwhelmed and completely out of ideas. Then one night, as Meredith and I were sitting on the porch, Freddie joined us, looking grim.
I need to tell you guys something about the clinical trial. There's only a 50% chance that your mom will get the drug that could make her well.
What do you mean? Doesn't everyone get the drug?
No, half the patients get a placebo drug. Oh God, I did something really wrong. I checked the files of everyone on the clinical trial, and your mom has been assigned the placebo drug. She's not gonna get the treatment.
So that's it? We're just gonna sit back and watch, knowing there's no chance of her getting better? Make your dad give her the drug!
I can't. Dad would lose his medical license if anyone thought he interfered with the trial.
Then why did you even tell us, Freddie?
Freddie looked at me silently. He told us because he and his dad can't do anything, but we can.
Whatever you plan, I can't be part of it, but you have to do it soon. The trial starts next week.
Thank you, Freddie. You don't know what this means to us.
Of course. I'd do anything for you, Claire.
For the first time, I saw what had maybe been so obvious all along. Freddie was in love with me, and I was about to use it to my advantage. Can you tell me where the trial patient files are? When we visited Mom next at the hospital, I was able to slip away and retrieve Mom's file and another patient's who was receiving the drug. That night, Meredith and I used every Photoshop skill we had to make duplicate copies, complete with the hospital seal and everyone's signatures to ensure that Mom was the patient chosen for the treatment. And the next day, I slipped the files back in. I knew what I'd done was wrong, and I'd broken at least 5 different laws. But as I walked away, I didn't feel like a criminal at all. was walking down the hospital corridor with Freddie when Meredith came running towards us.
Where have you been? Mom's awake. She's finally awake.
Oh my god, seriously? This better not be a joke, Meredith.
I swear on my beautiful face, it's the truth. The doctors are just checking her vitals.
Can you girls stop making so much noise? It's a hospital.
Oh, shut it, nurse. We're in the coma ward. Who are we disturbing here? Don't you want these people to wake up?
How dare you talk to me like that? This is preposterous.
That's not even a real word. Remind me to buy you a dictionary. How did you become a nurse? Jeez.
We ran down to Mom's room to find her fighting off the doctors. She jumped onto her bed like an animal and started screaming at them.
Where am I? Are you doing a science experiment on me? You will not touch the daughter of Vladimir. I learned how to catch fish with my bare hands when I was 3 and tackled a bear when I was 5. You think you are any match for me?
Ma'am, we mean no harm. We're your doctors.
How are you old enough to be a doctor? You have a pimples like a teenager.
I'm fully qualified.
Shut up, little boy. Tell me where I am before I take your eyeballs out and play bubbles with them.
Mom? Mom turned and stared at me with wild eyes.
Let's get out of here before she attacks us.
For once, I agree with Meredith.
Who are you? And what did you just call me?
Hey guys, the last time you saw me, I was walking down a hospital corridor after switching the clinical trial files. That was 2 years ago, so let me get you up to speed on everything that's happened since then. Mom entered the clinical trial, and her tests started showing signs of progress, but she didn't come out of her coma anytime soon. Freddie tried to help us, but Meredith and I had to learn to manage on our own, and it turns out there's a lot you can steal from a hospital. We never had to buy toilet paper or cleaning supplies again, and we always had endless cups of pudding and Jell-O. Meredith, is that diaper cream you're putting on your face?
A girl's gotta moisturize. It's very hydrating. My face is as soft as a baby's butt. What did you score today?
More useful things like new bed sheets, pads, towels, and batteries for our TV remote.
Time for our show and more Jell-O. Woohoo!
But we still needed money, and after high school, we went back to our conning ways. I always pushed away the guilt and justified it to myself with things like, we needed the money, we had no other choice. But I have to admit, I also felt a thrill every time we outwitted someone and got away with it. It started out small, like hitting venues of concerts and games in different cities and selling fake tickets to desperate fans, hoping to get in at the last minute for twice the regular price. By the time they figured the tickets were bogus, we were gone. Or going to the American Idol audition venues and convincing hopeful contestants that we were part of the TV show crew and we'd get them through to the next round if they paid us a little money. Then, we set up an Instagram matchmaking business account with tons of fake success stories. We were getting booked for our services by loads of women. We'd always meet at the client's house in disguise.
What is this exquisite dessert? It's like a cloud melting in my mouth.
It's a Japanese cheesecake, delivered fresh every day from Japan.
You are just the kind of people I like. Ow!
Let's get down to business, shall we?
Wow, I mean, this cake. Yes, business. This is your daughter? Oof.
We know she's a bit plain.
And she's 6 feet tall? With that face?
Is her case hopeless?
Oh no, we've dealt with a lot of uggos before, believe me. Ow!
What my partner means is there's someone for everyone out there, and we're experts at making those two people meet. We'll need a small advance, and we'll bring you a portfolio of suitable bachelors in a week.
You'll be the mother of the bride soon, watching your little giraffe walk down the aisle. Sounds good, right? Make that check to cash, please. Can you also pack the rest of this cake?
We'd take the advance, keep in touch for a few weeks saying we were gathering options, and then disappear. Of course, people soon started commenting on our page, calling us frauds and reporting our account, but we made a good amount while it lasted. We tried out a wedding planner service next.
That's a gorgeous cake, but it's so expensive.
But it goes so perfectly with your pink and white theme.
Also, we're planning to order 2,000 pink and white roses.
And an ice sculpture for the reception area.
How much will all this cost?
You can't put a price tag on happiness.
Daddy will have a heart attack. He's gonna have one anyway. I just saw him eating a block of cheese. Why should that stop you from having the wedding of your dreams?
Really, you deserve the best on your big day.
Okay, I'm sold. Let me write you a check.
When that went bust, we became travel bloggers and influencers. With our huge number of fake followers, we managed to get into the best hotels for free as long as we wrote a review. When I'm rich, I will buy a hotel and live there. They have the best beds.
Room service? Yes, we'll have 2 lobsters, 4 sushi platters, 2 beef burgers with fries, the prawn tempura, the fish tempura. Okay, anything with the word tempura. And why don't you bring up the entire dessert menu? Thanks.
Of course, none of these businesses lasted too long, and we were always on our toes, traveling from place to place, changing disguises, trying not to get caught. The only person who had any idea of our activities was Freddie. But whenever we went back home, he was always happy to see us and never asked questions. 2 years had gone by like this, and Mom was finally awake, except she didn't remember being our mom. Now, we had no chance to ask her about the fake IDs and laptop we'd found, because all she seemed to remember was her childhood in frickin' Russia. We showed her pictures of us together, and the doctors explained that she'd lost most of her memory, and they were unsure if she'd regain it.
Oh, my girls. I am so sorry I don't remember anything about you, but I feel a connection to you. As strong as the frost on my toes, walking barefoot in snow, and as sweet as the smell of my grandmother's honey cakes, and as deep as the violet skies of Siberia, and—
Yeah, we get it, Mom. We love you too.
As the 3 of us sat in a cafe later, I was still trying to process everything when I saw Meredith had a faraway look on her face. I know that face, Em. What are you planning?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking how excited Arthur will be when he finds out Mom is awake.
You're talking about our neighbor, Arthur?
Yeah, he's been visiting Mom every week for 2 years. He's always been in love with her. He'll be happy, but she won't even remember him.
That actually works in his favor. Mom always found him irritating.
What are you saying exactly?
What if we convinced Mom that she was deeply in love with Arthur before she went into a coma? I'm sure he won't have any problem playing along. Maybe we even say that they were engaged before she got sick. If we set them up, Mom will be taken care of for life. Arthur is rich with a capital $sign.
Wow, Meredith, you're a frickin' genius.
Jeez, why are you girls always scheming?
Because our parents are not neurosurgeons.
You can't use that excuse forever.
Watch me.
Like we expected, Arthur immediately agreed, and we got to work. We photoshopped tons of pictures of Mom and him, and soon he even turned up with a giant emerald ring.
You chose this Russian emerald ring from an antique shop where I proposed to you.
oh, it is so beautiful. I wish I remembered all of these moments, but I do feel a connection to you. As strong as the smell of lavender on a Russian summer breeze, and as warm as Papa's fur coat, and as comforting as a bowl of kidney pickle soup, and—
Kiss her, now!
As Arthur and Mom kissed, Meredith and I walked out of the room and burst out laughing. We laughed till we almost peed our pants. Oh God, my tummy hurts. Are we doing the right thing? Fooling Mom?
She's no fool. She asked me how rich Arthur is yesterday. Now she feels very connected to him.
And within a month, Mom was walking down the aisle in a grand wedding in Arthur's garden. Of course, Meredith and I had made all the arrangements and totally overcharged Arthur.
I promise to cherish and to love you forever, and follow you to the ends of the earth.
We will go to Russia and start our new life there in the lovely house you have bought me as a wedding gift. And yes, I will cherish and love you and whatever, etc., etc.
Now you may exchange rings.
Did you just hear what I just heard?
Are they moving to Russia?
That can't happen. Is it too late to object to this wedding?
Shh! You guys are ruining the ceremony. What's wrong with you?
Are you a moron? You know she can't go to Russia.
Why not? She's Russian, isn't she? Oh yeah, she shouldn't go to Russia.
Hold it, everyone! Sorry, Mom, but you can't go to Russia.
Oh, sweetie, I will take you girls with me, don't worry.
We're taking them with us?
No one's going to Russia.
Can we, discuss this later? You're ruining the moment.
Arthur, shh! Listen, Mom, we need to talk. As I got up to talk to Mom, I tripped on my dress and crashed into this big cage holding 100 pigeons, and they all started flying off.
This was supposed to be for after the ceremony!
But suddenly, those pigeons turned vicious and came back to attack everyone. They clawed at people's hair, poked them with their beaks, and pooped everywhere. As the guests ran around in chaos, someone slammed straight into the wedding cake. Meredith and I grabbed Mom's arms and dragged her home.
What is wrong with you two?
There's something you need to know, Mom.
Meredith and I ended up showing her all her fake passports, IDs, and the laptop, and she was stunned.
My name is Alexi, and none of these IDs have that name.
Mom, we don't know who you really are or why you left Russia. What if you were a spy or some sort of criminal? What if you're wanted in Russia? If you go back there, you might get arrested or worse. Apparently, many years ago, some bad people were looking for you, and we don't know why. You have to stay here and keep a low profile.
But I want to find my parents and see my home. It's all I remember.
You can't risk it. Not till you get your memory back. Or we get someone to tell us what's on that laptop and figure out who you are. We're sorry.
We hugged Mom as she cried, then fixed her makeup and returned to the wedding. The pigeons had left, and the guests were leaving too.
Stop, everyone. The wedding isn't over yet. And Arthur, Mom wants to move to Hawaii instead. From the top, people!
Arthur was very confused, but they finally got married. Later, as everyone moved towards the dance floor, Freddie asked me to join him.
So, now your mom is well and you have a rich stepfather. What are your plans?
I like traveling around with Meredith. Maybe I'll do that for some time. There isn't any reason to stay here anyway.
Ouch. Why don't you just hit me with an axe?
Of course, there's you. I can always come visit.
That's not good enough, Claire. Look, I have to say this now. I've been in love with you since forever, and let's not pretend you don't know that. Don't you think you can give us a chance? We're best friends, and I'd do anything for you.
I know, Freddie, but I just can't. I love you, but not like you want me to.
You can try dating me. Maybe you'll feel differently.
I don't think I will.
And I can give you a good life.
You don't need to live like a freaking criminal anymore.
Some people might call me an artist.
Con artist, yeah. Still a criminal.
Maybe I enjoy being one. It's kind of thrilling.
I don't really believe that.
You don't want to believe that. We're too different, Freddie. You're gonna be a neurosurgeon like your parents, and she'll find a nice girlfriend and then marry her and live in a nice neighborhood, and she'll be content. I'm not sure that's the life I want. It sounds boring. I wish I'd said something else when I saw Freddie's hurt face, but there was no easy way to let him down. He kissed me gently on the cheek and walked away, and I felt a lump in my throat. Mom moved to Hawaii with Arthur, and Meredith and I went down a crazy path over the next few years. There wasn't a scam, fraud, or con we didn't attempt. We never stuck to the same thing for too long, in case the police picked up a pattern. But word got around in underground circles about 2 female con artists, and we actually started getting hired for our services. People were always less likely to suspect 2 pretty innocent-looking girls than someone who looks like a thug. And working with these thugs, we learned how to forge signatures, create counterfeit money, make fake checks, and steal credit card information. I'd always been bad with computers, but Meredith even showed a great knack for hacking. We made good money, partied with rich people, traveled first class, and stayed in amazing hotels. But for me, the glitz and glamour gradually started to fade. I was getting tired living out of suitcases, always wearing disguises and looking over my shoulder. I had no real friends, and even if I met someone I thought I could like, I knew I couldn't be in a real relationship. I was almost thinking of talking to Meredith about quitting the con artist life, when one day she burst into our New York hotel room looking beyond excited.
You won't believe the job we just got. It's gonna pay us $250,000.
Who would pay that kind of money? And for what? Turns out, the kind of people who take you to their headquarters blindfolded. As Meredith and I walked into an underground room, a large chair swiveled around to reveal a tiny, skinny guy.
What? You think all mafia bosses are tall, fat, bald, and wear gold rings? Sorry to disappoint you with my looks, but trust me, I am every bit as ruthless.
Something about his steely gray eyes sent a shiver down my spine. I believed him. His name was Pierre Soufflet, which was obviously a lie, and the job he had for us was to steal a priceless painting from a museum and replace it with a fake. That's the painting? It's, tiny.
What's your problem with tiny things and people?
It's also kinda stupid. What is that? A raccoon eating a cheeseburger?
It's worth $10 million, so the joke's on you, dummy. Now, the owner of the painting has allowed the museum to borrow it for only 3 days, so we don't have a lot of time.
Wouldn't it be easier to steal it from the owner's house?
Everyone, look at Lady Einstein coming up with brilliant ideas. Why didn't we think of that ourselves?
Happy to help.
Of course we thought of that ourselves! Trust me, the museum is easier.
Why choose us?
It's a very stupid security measure, but the museum's floors are activated by pressure sensors at night. Anything above 55 kilograms and they go off. I haven't been able to find a boy who weighs less than that. Ellie, get the weighing scale.
Meredith weighed 52 kgs, while I weighed 55.1. How is this possible? You eat so much more than I do.
What can I say? I got all the good genes.
Okay, you're out, fatty. Melody, you're my leading lady.
The plan was to enter the museum through its large air ducts, carrying the fake painting with us. We first had to make a stop in the security room.
Chef, কেমন দেখতেন?
They are doing very good. একটু নার্ভাস, স্বাভাবিক, because যে সিচুয়েশনে তারা আছে এখানে নার্ভাস হওয়াটাই স্বাভাবিক।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস আর মাত্র 10 মিনিট বাকি আছে।
But confident. Everyone is confident.
আজকে কোনো কারো ঝামেলা হয়েছে কোনো?
একটা হলো গিয়ে জুয়ারিয়ার ওভেনটাতে হয়তো বা সে রাইট টেম্পারেচার দিয়ে শুরু করে নাই, এই জন্য ওখানে একটু প্রবলেম ফেস করতেছিল। তামান্নাদেরটা ইজ ওকে, বাট আমি বলবো নার্ভাসনেসের জন্য ওরা যত না বিগ ডিল ওর থেকে আরও অনেক বেশি ভয় পাচ্ছে। দ্যাটস হোয়াট আই ফেল্ট। আমার কাছে সবচেয়ে কন্টেন্ট আজকে মনে হয়েছে দিবা আর নসীন, মানে ওদের ক্রিয়েটিভিটি, ওরা সামথিং নিউ আজকে নিয়ে আসবে, বাকিদের থেকে ডিফারেন্ট হবে।
পার্টিসিপেন্টস আর মাত্র 10 মিনিট বাকি আছে। এই 10 মিনিটের মধ্যে প্লেটিং ডান করতে হবে, সেই সাথে কস্টিং এন্ড কিচেন ক্লিন করতে হবে। পার্টিসিপেন্টস আর মাত্র 2 মিনিট বাকি আছে। অনলি 2 মিনিটস। কাউন্টডাউন দেব। বিজ্ঞ বিচারক এবং মেন্টরস আমরা একসঙ্গে আজকে কাউন্টডাউন দিচ্ছি। 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 0 and hands up. Good job, participants.
জুয়ারিয়া কি কিছু বলতে চান?
আমি কিছু বলতে চাই না, ওকে জাস্ট আমি
আমরা শুরু করব ফুড টেস্টিং আজ টিম এ কে দিয়ে। দিবা এবং নওশিন আপনাদের খাবার নিয়ে চলে আসুন।
আজকে আমরা বানিয়েছি ফুলঝুরি পিঠার যে ক্রাস্ট, সেটার ভিতরে হচ্ছে গুড়ের ক্ষীর দিয়েছি,
আর একটা হচ্ছে সেমাইয়ের জর্দার সাথে নারকেল দুধের ক্ষীর।
আচ্ছা, দুজন যে 20 মিনিট এখানে বসেছিলেন, দুজনকে দেখতে মনে হচ্ছিল একটা পাখির বাসার মধ্যে দুটো চড়ুই পাখি কুটুকুটু করে কথা বলছে। কি কথা বলছিলেন, কি করছিলেন?
চিন্তা করছিলাম যে 20 মিনিট শেষ হওয়ার সাথে সাথে কিভাবে কি করব এটা, আর সবাই কি করছে এটা দেখছিলাম।
টিম এ 20 মিনিটস কম ছিল আজকে, বাট যেটা প্রেজেন্ট করেছেন সেটা দেখতে অনেক সুন্দর হয়েছে। আই লাইক বোথ দ্য প্লেটিংস। দুটো প্লেটিংই দেখতে অনেক সুন্দর হয়েছে। দিস স্পেশালি আই রিয়েলি লাইক। আমরা বলছি আজকে দেশি ডেজার্ট করতে, ইউ ডিড দেশি মিষ্টি উইথ আ মডার্ন টুইস্ট, অ্যান্ড আই লাভ দ্যাট।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
অ্যাবাউট দিস, প্লেটিংটা সুন্দর, পোর্শন ওয়াইজ ঠিক আছে, বাট আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে খালি সেমাইতে খেলে এটাতে আরও ফ্লেভার্স অ্যাড করা যেত। ওভারঅল সব কিছু নিয়ে খেলে মোটামুটি একটা ভালো টেস্ট আসে, বাট জাস্ট দ্য সেমাই ইটসেলফ ইজ আ লিটল ড্রাই অ্যান্ড ল্যাকস আ লিটল বিট অফ ফ্লেভার।
দুটো ফুড আমি ট্রাই করেছি, আমার কাছে ভীষণ ভালো লেগেছে। বিশেষ করে আমি সেমাইটার কথা বলবো, আমি সেমাই খুব পছন্দ করি খেতে। আর এই যে পাশে যে ক্ষীরটা দেয়া হয়েছে, এই যে ড্রাই সেমাইটা যখন আমি মালাইটার সাথে খাচ্ছি, একটা চমৎকার মানে মুখের মধ্যে মেল্ট হয়ে যাচ্ছে। এই আইডিয়াটা আমার দারুণ লেগেছে, আমি এটা ট্রাই করব। আসলে এই সেমাইটা আমি করি, বাট এই মালাই দেই না। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ, খুব ভালো ওয়ার্ক।
প্লেটিং সুন্দর। যেটা আমি খেয়েছি ক্রিসপি রোলের ভেতরে যেই আপনারা পুরটা দিয়েছেন, এটা খেতে অনেক টেস্টি, অনেক টেস্টি। অ্যান্ড সেমাইটার কথা যদি বলি, সেমাইটা তো দিয়েছেন মালাইটা নিয়েই খাওয়ার জন্য, রাইট? জি। ওটা নিয়েই যখন খাচ্ছি তখন একটা মনে হচ্ছে আমি ঈদের দিন যে একটা ফিল থাকে, আমি ঈদের দিনের ফিলে চলে গেছি। অ্যান্ড আমি ট্রাই করব এটা ঈদের দিন আসলে বা ঈদ ছাড়াও যে কোনো ফেস্টিভ হলে আমি এই ডেজার্টটা বানানোর আমি নিশ্চয়ই ট্রাই করবো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
কস্টিং ঠিক আছে। আপনি যাওয়ার আগে জুয়ারিয়াকে কিছু বলতে চান?
আমি কিছু বলতে চাই না, ওকে জাস্ট আমি
এটা কি ছিল? হাই না বাই বাই। নাইস, প্লিজ আপনারা নিয়ে যান। থ্যাংক ইউ।
দিবাপু অনেক বেশি কোঅপারেটিভ। আপু আমাকে যেভাবে বলেছে, আমি আপুরটা শুনেছি, আপু আমারটা শুনেছে। So আমাদের টিম ওয়ার্কটাও অনেক ভালোভাবে ওয়ার্কআউট করেছে।
20 মিনিটের যে চ্যালেঞ্জটা ছিল, এটা আমার কাছে মনে হয়েছিল যে আসলে সময়টা অনেক বেশি ম্যাটার করছে। তো আমি কি বানাবো সেটা নিয়ে আমি আগেই চিন্তা করে ফেলেছিলাম, আর সেজন্য 20 মিনিটটাকে যদি আমি আরও কাজে লাগাতে পারতাম, হয়তো আরও অনেক বেশি বেটার করতে পারতাম।